Welcome to the Dial-Up Chronicles. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Dial-Up Chronicles. Oh my gosh. Got a whole... No, not him. Welcome everybody. Yeah, I had to delay the stream for a little bit. Sorry about that. We were supposed to start at 9. Had to wait till 9:15 because we're going to do something top secret on Friday. I'm very, very excited. I guess I should tell y'all, I already kind of mentioned it, but let me tell JotDot and see what he says. But anyway, I need to tell y'all a few things and then we're going to get going. Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome. So I got a whole new setup tonight. Really, man, this all started this week when I said I needed a new computer and then my wife just got me one. So I got my Christmas present early. Got a whole new setup for OBS. So awesome. And now I have all the volume in my headphones. So the only thing you're hearing through the mic now is my voice and the air and the fan up there. But everything else is it's going through the headphones. So it's kind of hard to tell how loud it is or if it's too loud. He's pretty scary, lol. So 432 hertz. I hope you're still here because you're the one that really is good at telling me if I'm too loud. Yeah, let's listen to the PC. So this is so awesome. I can just hit mute on the music. Okay. Yeah, guys. Friday, got something cool gonna happen. Very excited about it. So, okay. So I can mute the sound on from YouTube, from the YouTube, the copyright free YouTube music. And then I'm gonna unmute the computer and press play. And now I've got the computer music going. And it's just, the computer is hooked straight into my VGA scaler and it's accepting the audio from the Windows 98 machine. Cool thing is what I can do too is I can actually mute my voice and listen to it myself. I'm doing a test. Okay, and then I got to show you all my setup. Yeah, I'm so excited. Kayla, my wife, did all of this while I was at work. And, like, she was like, oh, I got this working and that working. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So it's kind of weird. I'm used to hearing it all live, but it's all in my headphones now, which is cool. Okay. See, this only thing, it's kind of hard to tell in the headphones how loud it really is. Like, to me, it's too soft, but my voice is coming out of the left ear. Oh. Let me see. Okay, awesome. Jason, are you listening to me in headphones? And I sound like you're only hearing me out of one ear? Okay, I can set myself to mono. Let me do that right now. Okay, I just turned on mono. Yeah, it looks like the left-right thing is centered. But I just set it to mono. The PC sounds fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can hear both ears on the PC. Okay, what about my voice? Can you hear me in the AirPods? Or Kayla, are you listening on your AirPods? Okay, it's good now. Okay, cool. Perfect. Anyway, so I'm just super stoked. Yes! It's like I'm finally almost have a professional, like an actual stream, like what a streamer is supposed to stream with. The only thing is, like, I'm only outputting in 720p, which, I mean, I've been doing forever, so it's not a big deal. I have no problem with streaming in 720p, but I'd like to get it to 1080p. I think it would look a little better if y'all could see this in 1080p. So I'm going to work on that. It's just like my face anyway. Don't you want to see a clear image of me? And the modem. But otherwise, we're in really good shape, guys. So let me show you the setup, because this is kind of fun. Because I can take the camera I'm using for the modem and show you all the whole setup. Which is cool. So, well, Actually, hang on. Probably shouldn't do this after all. Oh well, whatever. It won't be that hard to fix. Hopefully. Anyway. Oh, you can see me twice. Wow! Wow! Anyway, so... Look, look, we're on the seas of dial-up. See the picture up there? We're on the seas of dial-up, people. So, of course, most of y'all have seen this already. There's the Dell. There's the modem. There's the Dell with the Pentium 2 processor that I'm using. Here is the monitor for the Windows 98 SE. And then this is how I see the stream myself. This is how I watch the stream and check the chat on another Dell that's down here. And there's where my mic is plugged into. And then this is a new computer I got for Christmas. This is the Ryzen, the Lenovo Ryzen. That's running OPS. But Kayla, my wife, hooked up another monitor and got all the sound in separate channels. So the left is just my voice, and then the middle one, sorry, it's not the best camera work here. But the middle channel is the computer sounds, and then the right channel is YouTube background music sounds, and then just some other options. But I'm a real hacker now. I got 4 screens going on at once now. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's my new updated setup. So I'm super duper stoked about that, my friends. Sorry, I had to show you all that. I'm just so excited. Super happy and excited about it. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. Now I gotta fix this again. Okay. Hang on. 1 second. Oh gosh. I shouldn't have messed with it. Ah. We're back in good deal. In good deed. Okay. Alright, yeah. So, like, everything, you know, like the sounds, how it's supposed to be at least, you know. The only thing you're hearing from the mic is my voice. And all the music is going in straight into OBS like it's supposed to finally. It just took me like a year or 2 to figure for get my wife to figure it out. I don't even know. I don't know how it works. Can you tell I handed them down? Haha, yeah. Oh yeah, that monitor I showed y'all over here all the way to the right, I think we found at a Goodwill for $10 or something. Oh yeah, the pink speakers, I know, right? The pink speakers actually is how I listen to the stream if I want to listen to it. Yeah, Kayla hooked it up. Serial port. Yes. Yeah, so I am just like so happy. Like I finally have like a real... Like it finally looks like what I'm supposed to. Yes, thank you 432 hertz. So happy, man. So happy. Like I said, the mic is just being used for my voice now instead of everything else. So we all know who the pro is. Yeah. Tell me about it. You know what they say. Your wife is always right. Wait. I know. I hate saying that, but it's true. Oh, Canadian Toast. I hope you get better, man. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well. But yeah, I know. I love how you can watch the modem in real time now. I think that's like a big deal for you guys to be able to see that. Like, happening in real time. Oh, there's a nice shot of my leg for you guys. There. I'll just raise up a little bit. Anyway. I'm always wanting to tinker. Anyway. My legs, my neck, my modem, and my jack. Oh, man. But yeah, this is... Kayla, for real, for real. Y'all heard it here first. Maybe I should stream in the dark. See, I love how the modem looks like in the dark, though. I don't know. This is kind of a cool look, huh? Streaming in the dark. Let's see. Let me turn off my mic for a second so you don't hear these clicks. Jackson Sanders, I forgot to say hey to you. What is up, man? What is up? Yeah, late night dial-up party. Jackson, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I love what Mark from Serial Port said the other night. He came in and said, "This is a vibe. This is a vibe." I was like, yes. I love how I can shut my mic off now whenever I want to because the sound's coming in. So if I want to mute myself, okay. But that's the only thing I like about having the light off is that, see, when you turn it on, it's like, you can still see the modem, but it's like the light's like reflecting off. So you can see the modem. See, how do I fix that in the light? Anyway. What are you shouting when the mic is off? Haha, you'll never know. I don't know, I kind of like... It's kind of cool because even with the light off, you could see me just fine. You can even see my shirt. Like you can see I'm wearing my Christmas Charlie Brown Christmas special sweater. I mean, I can tell anyway. But it's just like the modem looks so much better. You can see me just as good. I need to get rid of the music. If the light off is better. So should we just stream like this from now on? Alright, let me turn off. Oh my gosh, and I've got 3 different mouses. I've got the mouse for this computer. Yeah, that Mario music. Alright, let me pause. Turn on the background Christmas music now. I guess we can stream like this tonight. Welcome everyone to the 12 days of dial-up. It's just you can see the lights on the modem so much better. I gotta figure that out with the camera with the light on too. We could stream like this for a little bit. But yeah guys, we got something for you on Friday. So I'll kind of give a little hints in a little while, but I kind of already hinted at it if you watch my earlier streams. But anyway, welcome everyone. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate all of y'all. I have really had so much fun doing this 12 days of dial-up special. It makes me want to like stream every night for the rest of my life, especially while I still have an analog home phone. So, by the way, I'm streaming. Well, I'm streaming with, you know, modern streaming equipment, but I see ring light in your future. Lol, yeah. I see the wrong light. But yeah, it'd be cool to just stream 365 days a year every day. Can't always do that, but definitely try to get more on a regular schedule. This has been really fun, and we're only on day 5. We still got to get all the way to dial-up, miss y'all. So I am Really, really stoked. But, yeah, I've been having so much fun doing this, like, every single night. Really, really a lot of fun. Just a ton of fun. Yeah, so you can see the computer music's playing, but nothing's coming out because I just have the sound muted now. So it's just like a perfect setup. Thank you, Kayla. What's up, Oliver? How are you, buddy? We're just hanging out here, streaming some dial-up. Good to see you, man. That founder of Protoweb, dude. To like us nerds in this room, you're like, we need to build a statue. Oh my gosh. I met some like college volleyball coach of my local college, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're the volleyball coach of so and so. And the coach was like, oh yeah, come on now, calm down. I get excited about everybody. What's up, buddy? How are you? Dial-up greetings to you, my friend. But yeah, let me get on Protoweb. Just everybody, if you haven't used Protoweb, you got to use it. And it's so simple. Like, I set up Protoweb by myself. I didn't have to get my wife. That was like the one thing I didn't have to get my wife to do. Our JotDot. See, when it comes to the streaming, my wife gets it set up for me, but when it comes to the computer stuff, JotDot tells me how to do all that. But this was the one thing JotDot didn't have to tell me to do. All I had to do was go to edit. Okay, but I did watch a video from Michael MJD. But even when I watch YouTube videos, I still don't know how to do it. And go to proxies, and go to view. You go to manual proxy configuration, you go to view, and you just type this in HTTP, FTP, and Gopher. Boom. And type in 7851 as a port, and it's set. Like, it is so easy. Oliver, I got you laughing. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, we're doing dial-up in the night, dial-up in the dark. I like the light off because you can see the modem light so much better. And yeah, thank you, Canadian Toast, because yeah, the modem lights are in real time. You know, it's just a second camera, obviously, but yeah. But yeah, it's so easy to set up Protoweb. Let me see if I got some cool bookmarks for Protoweb that I like. Oh, that's kind of fun, the Garfield trivia quiz. Too bad it doesn't actually work. Yeah, where is that? I need a link to that, Jason. If you find the link to that, send that to me on Discord, Jason. Like, I can't even, like, I need somebody to tell me exactly what to do even to find something to download. We did this one time, Garfield's tons of trivia. According to Garfield, what two uses does a banana have? Food and more food. Food and entertainment. Especially, excuse me, when someone slips on a peel. Food and projectile. When thrown at Odie. Breakfast and lunch. I would say food and more food. But anyway, we are connected to the internet using a true analog landline phone. Oh, 432. You're watching this in 144p. That's awesome. But the sound is perfect. That's all that matters, man. I am so happy to hear that. Like, to go from what it was sounding like yesterday to today, it's like, man, it's a miracle. Like, Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. Freaking awesome. Because, yeah, dude, hearing you say that is definitely makes me happy. Thank you, Jason. You will find it. All right. But, we're using a real copper wire telephone line that's plugged straight into the wall. And it is, I'm using a, yeah, it makes me happy too. Yay, thank you, Kayla. Yeah, sound is more important than the video. Who cares about the actual video of the dial-up internet computer? Well, it's just audio is more, there's more to do with audio. The video is just put the screen up there. I guess, I don't know. But we're using a real landline phone. We're connected at 24 kilobytes using a real ISP that I actually pay for. Like $10 a month. It's not much. It's like $10 a month. 432 lit a fire under my bum. Yeah. All right, if the audio's good, more people will stay, says Jason, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oliver, you gonna see about the Garfield trivia? Yeah, so like... Yeah, because I can answer all the questions. Oh, well, I can't, yeah. I can answer all the questions. But then when I actually, you know, submit it, it doesn't... Yeah, that'll be cool, buddy. That's the one thing Garfield loves to hate. Diets. The ant ate the pie, the wind blew the food, and what else happened to ruin John and Garfield's picnic? Odie came along. Anyway, we did this quiz one time before, and it was fun, but then we didn't get the... Yeah, score my quiz. Let's see. Make sure. Yeah, temporarily out of order. Look at Garfield. Noise Bundo 666. Greetings from Argentina. This is amazing. What's up, buddy? Noiseabundo. What shall I call you? How shall I pronounce you? Noisebundo. Noiseabundo 666. Execute order. Noiseabundo 666. Hey, greetings from Argentina. That's awesome. Y'all just had an election, right? I was reading about that. I think. I want to say so. Anyway... That is so cool, man. My friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to get new people in the chat. And make sure you like and subscribe, by the way. All of you. All of you. Please like and subscribe. But yeah, so we're using a real copper wire landline phone. We're dialing in with a 56K external modem that you can see under me. V.92 US Robotics. Oh, in Chile. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, in Chile. That's right. All right. Okay, my bad. My fault. Argentina. Argentina, man, I can add another country to my list. I have people from Canada, from Jordan, from Argentina now. I'm not sure if from Mexico. So that's 4 countries. 4 other countries: Canada, Jordan, Argentina, and Mexico. Yeah, so that's awesome. Anyway, oh man, I'm still downloading this file. Let me go ahead and pause it. It's kind of fun to watch the Netstat though. But like when you're downloading something and then you try to go on other sites, it interrupts all that. So let's watch a quick video anyway. Well, before we do that, yeah. Oh, let's go to Nathan's Toasty Technology page. Now, I think in this case, this is a bypass. Because I believe this is a current website. Is that correct, Oliver? So this is bypassing. This isn't like an archive, like a Protoweb archive. This is a bypass. But this is a great website. Everybody loves this website. It's perfect for dial-up. Nathan's Toasty Technology page. Anyway, let's see. Noise Bundo says, I've been searching for dial-up internet like 3 months ago and found out yours. Nice to see people still interested in this. And OFC, nostalgia hits hard. Yes. Okay, yeah. So you grew up with dial-up. I grew up with dial-up. It's totally a nostalgia thing. Like 6 years ago, I just thought, man, wouldn't it be cool to be able to use dial-up again? And then my wife had an old computer. It's my girlfriend at the time. And my mom still had a home phone, so we just plugged that bad boy in the computer, and it just worked. We used Juno. And we used her old Juno account that was still on the computer, and it still recognized it, and just boom. It was really, really neat. Oh, you know what? I can have the computer unmuted too. And so y'all can hear the sounds from the computer, of course. Everything at the same time. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. But anyway, and then I'm using a Dell computer with a Pentium 2 processor. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. I like that. And that's it. This is Windows 98 SE, 2nd edition. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let me get on AOL. I gotta fix AOL because I put an illegal icon on there. But it'll work for now as long as I immediately remove the icon. What happened? Is it connecting? Okay. What is going on with AOL? Oh, let me get on IRC. Okay. I'm gonna mute the computer for now. No, you're fine. You made enough sense, Noise Bud. You're Noise Bundo. Thank you. Oh yeah, Jackson Sanders. That's so funny. Did your wife have any old emails from Juno? Kayla says, remember it took me days to get the computer running again because the date and time were way off. Had to change that tiny battery. Oh yeah, I remember us having to do that. Could have used JotDot back then. Haha. Yeah, I didn't meet JotDot till... When did I meet JotDot? In 2021? I got IRC as well. Right now I'm on the Undernet and hashtag dial-up channel. I don't have this link in the show notes, but I have the link to Discord if you want to get on Discord. And your AOL is not loading either? Okay, so AOL just might not be working right now. Burger Ping. We went on a website called burger.com. Yeah, I'm going to turn it on, Kayla. There's no chat sounds to hear right now. IRC doesn't have any chat sounds, unfortunately. My dad says he remembers using that 0. Jason, your dad remembers that? That's awesome. Really appreciate all of y'all being here. Really, 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 really. But I've been really having fun doing this 12 days of dial-up. So if you're enjoying this, come back every night till dial-upmas. I'm even going to string like a little bit on Christmas. I'm not sure exactly what time, but I do plan to stream on Christmas Day. Probably in the morning before family comes. You know, probably like that 10 a.m., 11 a.m. slot. You know how your family... Well, if you're like me, your family comes over around like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So I'll probably stream on Christmas like at 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning. For a couple hours. Let me try AOL one more time, but it appears like it's not working right now. I could try restarting the computer. I think it's just having an issue, y'all. Yeah. That's okay. If you're not here for Christmas, I understand that. Oh, look. But we can... Oh, wait. Oh, man. Sorry, I didn't have that muted. I need a... Kayla, you were right. I should have unmuted my computer already for the MSN Messenger sound, at least. Dang it. Anyway, but in just a minute, we're going to continue what we continued last night. JotDot, my computer compadre, he's a computer technician. He found my channel in 2021, and we started chatting, and he's been just helping me do stuff with my computer ever since, and basically been the backbone of this channel, JotDot. He's basically been the backbone of my channel, like... all the programs you see running the AOL. There you go. You could hear the sound now for MSN. But like the MSN, I mean, Jason, you've helped a little bit too, but everybody's helped a little bit. But like my email, Outlook Express, AOL, the browsers, so many different programs that are running that are making this computer work better. It's all been thanks to JotDot. He's a computer whiz. Man, I was watching Retro Tech or Die. I'm sure some of you are subscribed to his channel. I was watching Retro Tech or Die. Anyway, we're on Protoweb, and this is Nathan's Toasty Technology page. Here's my favorite thing. Internet Explorer is evil. This is the best site for dial-up. Let's see. I think I'm going to raise this a little bit. But it was cool because I have no idea what I was talking about. Residual. Residual, my mother would say. Residual. Can y'all hear the MSN sound? The da-da-dun. JotDot says, do it. Like Emperor Palpatine. Do it. Internet Explorer is evil. Hell yeah, it is. Oh yeah, nice. That looks like a proper 90s setup with all those app icons. Haha, says Oliver. Yeah, it does. Jackson Sanders' aim is broken for you too right now? Okay. But I was saying something and I thought it was important. But I guess it wasn't that important if I forgot what I was saying. Now, we're having a really good connection, y'all. Let's see. We've been connected for almost an hour. Already received over 6 megabytes. Nice. Internet Explorer is evil. The story. Look at that. Bill Gates burning and Microsoft. Hell. Internet Explorer. Hell. Oh yeah, RTOD, good dude. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Thank you, Oliver. You're... Okay. I was talking about Retrotech or Die, and he was doing a stream this morning of a printer. Of like a 90s printer, just printing Christmas decoration stuff. And I was like, dude, I need that. And he said he would send me one. I'm like, what? But he said to chat with him on AIM, and AIM's not working right now, so I'll have to wait on that. But if I just had to pay for shipping or something to get that printer sent here and then hook it up to this computer and print something off the World Wide Web, how awesome would that be? That would be like amazing. Internet Explorer is evil, the story. Why is my leg right there? That is not. I gotta fix that. Sorry about my leg there. Yuck. Anyway, but we got the light off right now because so we can see the modem lights a little bit better. Yeah, 2002 HP printer, but could not get it working, says Jason. What a bummer. Okay. People were happy with Windows 95 and Microsoft. It was a happy time for PC users. Microsoft had just delivered Windows 95, an incredibly vast improvement over Windows 3.1 and DOS. Windows 95 finally brought PC users a crisp, clean, well thought out user interface comparable to that of the Apple Macintosh, while also providing full backwards compatibility with previous versions of DOS and Windows. On the technical side, Microsoft pulled off a near miracle by implementing a 32-bit API with their NT operating system on top of 16-bit Windows. If y'all are into like really long, in-depth documentaries about GUIs, graphical user interfaces, there's this guy called Another Boring Topic. I'm gonna put his name in the chat. Man, he makes some really good documentaries about Windows 1 and Next and Steve Jobs and the Mac. Really, really good stuff. Like, it is really good. It's boring, sort of, but it's like so detailed. Yeah, okay, yeah, it said paper jam, so I tried to fix it and broke it more, says Jason. Yeah, it's a bummer. Anyway, sorry, my brain. My brain doesn't work half the time anymore. I'll just adjust the camera. Oh gosh, never mind. No, I don't. There we go. That's what I want to do. There we go. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. Let me see. Am I? I want to get something in the freezer, I think. Hang on. I'm gonna let this load for a minute. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this load for a minute, and then I'm gonna read some of this, and then after this, when I come back, we're gonna do. JotDot found something, this program for me to play music. That's all made from the computer, not MIDI, and we played some of that. Excuse me. We played some of that last night. We're going to finish playing it tonight and continue the dial-up rave. So y'all just hang on for a minute. I'll be right back. I love that. I love how I can just let's see. La 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 la. I love how I can just turn error access is denied. I love how I can just turn my mic and my camera off at will whenever I want to or need to now. It's such a cool, such a nice thing. Yeah, so Windows 3.1 was my first operating system. Getting a bonded... What did I miss? Serial port has enough dial-up modems they could arrange them as a Christmas tree and turn off the lights. It would be glorious. Hey, that's a good idea, JotDot. Oliver says, getting a bonded modem Christmas tree going. Epic. Yeah, painfully epic. No retro, no gain. That's right, no retro, no gain. 432 hertz. I have a 2006 Samsung SCX 2640, and that shit is smooth. You're in Canada too, 432 hertz? I got a lot of friends in Canada, fans, watchers, viewers of the channel. Like, like 3 or 4 maybe? What happened to the Excellent Chef? Has anybody heard from Excellent Chef? Excellent Chef has been a long-time viewer of the stream, and he's also from Canada. But I haven't seen Excellent Chef in a long time. But he's a really cool guy. Anyway, let's read a little bit of this, and then we're going to go to that program I was talking about, that music program. But yeah, my first operating system that I was familiar with was Windows 3.1. Like, of course, I remember using DOS, but it always had a GUI on top, which for me was Windows 3.1. Like, I don't remember as a child anything before that. Yep. I can't, and I don't. And I won't. It's kind of cool. We're dial-up-ing in the dark. Dial-up after dark. It was a happy time for PC users. Microsoft had just delivered Windows 95, an incredibly vast improvement over Windows 3.1 and DOS. Yeah, it was. Now, I remember when 95 came out. That was... Windows 95 was a really exciting time for computing. It was just exciting. It was exciting. Windows 95, okay. Yeah, I read all this already. Windows 95 was also heavily about choice. But I would love to get on dial-up with Windows 3.1. That would be fun. Windows 95 was also heavily about choice. One could choose to use the Windows 3.1 Program Manager shell. Networking was optional, and all accessories were optional via the Add Remove Programs control panel item. That was one thing about Windows 3.1 that I loved. It was just so simple. So simple to use. It was just... it was such a great time. Okay, browsers were ordinary applications. What is a web browser? A web browser, an application that retrieves documents from a network and renders them on your screen. A few examples. I would love to have this, like, it would just be a great collector's item, like to have it in the box like this. Like I have the I don't have that version, but I have 2.02, and I have that on like a floppy disk, but I would just love to have this, and this even. That would be cool. Many people did not need a web browser. Internet access was still new, and a great many people got along fine without it. Yeah. Web browsers at the time were commercial products that people paid for. Like any other big name software package, you would go to the store, pick up a box, pay for it, bring it home, and install the application software on your computer. There was a twist. Netscape's primary consumer targets were companies and enterprises, so they made their software downloadable and licensed it at no cost for personal use. I didn't know that. Yeah, somewhere around this point, people began spewing mindless drivel about how browsers would somehow magically replace operating systems eventually, and how in the future all applications will be web-based. This of course got Microsoft's attention. Being a little late to the game, Microsoft licensed a copy of Mosaic, named it Microsoft Internet Explorer, and released it as an optional part of the Windows 95 Plus pack. Plus. The floppy disk version of Windows 95 did not include Internet Explorer. But the alarm bells should have sounded when Microsoft added Internet Explorer 1 to the CD-ROM version as a non-optional component. Alarm, alarm, alarm. Likely this went unnoticed because Windows 3.1 had no add remove capability, so people were still used to manually deleting programs like this. Windows 95 OEM Service Release 2 included Internet Explorer 3 as a non-optional component, but still technically removable. Despite having more componentized DLLs. What does that mean? Componentized. What the heck? Sounds like monetized, but componentized DLLs. Microsoft forced people to install their browser and other tasteless things. Yeah. It's a nasty story what they did. Very disgusting. Microsoft released Internet Explorer 4, a very buggy, bloated browser. Then the browser war got really fierce. Yeah. They released Internet Explorer 4, a buggy, bloated browser that encouraged the use of the highly insecure ActiveX. By itself, the release of yet another web browser would have been no big deal, but how Microsoft pushed it on to consumers was unacceptable. First, installing Internet Explorer 4 was a very invasive process. Do you get like nasty thoughts in your brain when you read that sentence? A very invasive process. Installing Internet Explorer 4. Other browsers, or indeed any normal application, would never touch systems or alter the way an operating system worked. Internet Explorer 4, when installed on Windows 95 or NT4, would replace or update many system files with its own special versions, which sometimes broke functionality of other applications and made it almost impossible to reinstall these OSs once Internet Explorer was installed. I'm sorry, guys, in the IRC, I have not been checking. You guys are... That's another way of saying hard-coded, says Burger Ping. Okay. Internet Explorer is evil, but not as evil as Chrome. Yeah. Kirby dance for the stream. Kirby. See, I wish... That's the only thing I don't like about That's the only thing I don't like about IRC is that when somebody chats in IRC, I don't hear anything that says, bing, hey, message sent, message sent. Okay. Internet Explorer 4 by default also replaced the Windows 95 NT4 desktop with its desktop updated added the following. Used Internet Explorer to manage files instead of the standalone file manager. Displayed folders as web pages. added Internet Explorer logos to every file browser window and many other places. Favorites bookmark window and location/URL bar that always launched Internet Explorer instead of the default browser. Added the Internet Explorer channel bar with advertising links right on the desktop. Those bastards. Made Internet Explorer look like it launched faster because 99% of it was already loaded into the RAM. How do you do that? Slowed down other applications and discouraged users from using other web browsers because Internet Explorer was already loaded into RAM. It's crazy they already had it loaded into the RAM. Internet Explorer also began to replace... Look at how horrible this is. Internet Explorer also began to replace Windows help files with hyper help files that use Internet Explorer to render the content. And to add even more insult to injury, the Internet Explorer uninstaller would only revert to any previous version of Internet Explorer instead of cleanly uninstalling. And even then, it would leave behind a bunch of junk. It blows my mind that anyone would think that any of this was a good idea, but that did not matter to Microsoft. The intent was to push Netscape off of users' desktop and out of the marketplace. Bundling. You have no choice. Netscape was trying to get itself bundled with third-party software and ISP software, but Microsoft had infinitely more influence and power and chose to leverage all of it. Setup cannot detect Microsoft Internet Explorer 4.0 or later. The installation will terminate. Am I losing you guys? Are y'all still here with me? Are you here? Okay, you're here in the IRL chat. Was there not an IRC client when message receive SFX back then? Loading stuff into RAM is a cool trick on Linux for better USB performance. Funny how loading into RAM is seen as a sin in the context of Internet Explorer and Windows 95. It is a sin, Burger Ping! Okay. Microsoft began bundling or requiring Internet Explorer as a non-optional component of their software products. They even convinced many other software vendors to bundle Internet Explorer as well. Productivity tools, games, utilities, and even device drivers began to require that Internet Explorer be installed in order to operate. Sometimes they embedded the HTML renderer into their applications, never for any good reason. Sometimes they use other IE related libraries. Sometimes they simply require DLL updates that could have been obtained elsewhere. Often they bundled Internet Explorer hyperhelp files instead of WinHelp files. WinHelp files. WinHelp files. And Microsoft's strategy to ram IE down everybody's throats pretty much covered all possible bases. Home users. After the success of Windows 95, home users were likely to run out and buy Windows 98 upgrades or new computers with Windows 98. Windows 98 non-optionally included Internet Explorer 4 and the IE4 desktop with all the horrors mentioned above. This meant that every new computer shipped with Windows also had to have IE. Because a browser was already installed, people were less likely to install another one. See, I guess I don't, as a kid, you don't think about that. I guess at some point I remember using the Internet Explorer, but the first web browser I know that I used, I feel very confident about this in my memory, was Netscape Navigator. It was the bomb. And I just don't remember like there being like some kind of war between the two browsers. I mean, I was a kid, so why would I care about that? I was in high school when the Windows 98 came out. Or starting high school. Okay. And for those that thought it should be optional, Microsoft was dancing around proclaiming that IE was now an integrated part of the operating system and could never, ever, ever be removed. At least until Shane Books came along with 98 Elite Lite that could pretty well exercise IE from Windows 98. Okay, corporate users. For corporate workstations that were less likely to upgrade to Windows 98, Microsoft released Outlook 98. Many businesses and organizations were and still are hooked on Exchange Server for their email. Outlook Express. I'm hooked. Outlook 97 was actually a very fine product and did not require any web browser. To correct this oversight, Microsoft released a free update to Outlook 98. Outlook 98 used IE4 to compose and render HTML email messages rather than just translating to RTF, as well as a summary page of messages, tasks, and calendar events called Outlook Today. Everybody was perfectly happy to ignore the fact that this opened up Outlook to all of the bugs and exploit present in IE4. Those in charge of corporate networks typically have a kind of allergy to multiple installed applications that do the same thing. They may have been using Netscape, but now their new software requires IE to be installed as well. One of these browsers must go. Guess which one? Yeah, they're true. There might be a way, yeah. NT option pack. NT4 servers were the least likely to be upgraded because system administrators... Yeah, I really like reading stuff online. I hope it's not boring. Oh, wow. NT4 servers were the least likely to be upgraded because system administrators usually don't care about bells and whistles or new features as long as the existing system works. For these folks, Microsoft created the aptly named Option Pack that installed IE4 as a mandatory part of an update to Internet Information Server. If you wanted or needed the latest version of... you had to install IE4. Look, even Apple Macintosh. And as if forcing IE on all Windows users wasn't bad enough, Microsoft forced Apple to bundle IE for Mac as their default browser instead of Netscape. If Apple refused, Microsoft would discontinue MS Office for Mac. Steve Jobs was loudly booed as he announced that IE would be the default browser. Oh yeah, that's a famous video. That's a famous highlight reel on YouTube you can find. Come on, people. If a software product gets you booed in front of thousands of your users, shouldn't that tell you there is something horribly wrong with that product? Internet, intranet websites, and dare I mention websites that popped up all over the place that required IE or gave other browsers an inferior experience. Initially, Microsoft gave incentives to many sites to use IE-only technology. Their web content generation tools such as Front Page, Microsoft Word, and PowerPoint were all designed to use IE-specific features. After IE became standard in business, intranet developers became lazy and only developed for IE. Thankfully, most public internet sites that were IE only have gone the way of the dodo bird. However, there are still too many crufty old corporate intranet ones out there. Sadly, Microsoft continues to crank out web-based products that only work out fully in IE. Does Internet Explorer still even exist? Now they have Microsoft Edge, right? All right, we're almost done with this page, and then we're going to the music. OEMs, original equipment manufacturers. Thank you, Burger Ping, for chatting on the IRC. I appreciate you, man. Keeping me alive out here. Okay. Just in case OEMs like Dell or Compaq got any wise ideas about shipping their computers with a browser users actually wanted, Microsoft forbade them from removing/disabling IE, or even just removing the IE desktop icon. It was either keep the icon or Microsoft would stop selling Windows to them and then see what happens. Also, OEMs have a similar allergy to shipping multiple applications that do the same thing because they must spend money providing support for both. Networks. Why just go after the desktop when you go after the networking infrastructure? At the time, a common way to protect computers, filter, and optimize web traffic in a corporate network was to place users on an isolated network with all web access going through a proxy server. We're on a proxy server right now. Protoweb. Microsoft produced their own product like this called Microsoft Proxy Server, later named to ISA Server, and many businesses were happy to use this. I never heard about that. Unlike a standard web proxy, Microsoft's web proxy defaults to requiring a special secret handshake with the client called NTLM authentication. Only Microsoft Internet Explorer knew how to perform this handshake. The alternative was to send the standard unencrypted plain text password over the network, which was a big no-go in this setup as the password used was typically the same as the user's Windows network login. Once a company or organization implemented a Microsoft proxy server, any non-Internet Explorer browsers or Internet tools on that network would instantly stop working. Instantly! It wasn't until Mozilla Suite 1.4, Netscape 7.1 that NTLM became natively available in any other browser. And even then, only on Windows initially, but by that time the damage was long since done and IE completely controlled corporate intranets. The dust settles, the clouds clear. All of this was more than enough to successfully squash Netscape like a bug. By the time IE5 rolled out, Netscape was pretty much history in most people's minds. It's so sad. Funny thing, once Netscape was out of the picture, MS pretty much let IE rot. IE 5.5 and 6.0 were minor updates. IE 6 went so long without any updates it became a cesspool for spyware, malware, and abusive advertisements. IE 5 for Mac was never significantly updated and eventually discontinued. As luck would have it, some determined hackers kept working on the old Netscape code. Oh, crud, what did I do? What did I... Whoops. Okay. As luck would have it, some determined hackers kept working on the old Netscape code to create Mozilla and then Firefox, ultimately restoring some level of competition. They gave Mozilla for free, though. We came dangerously close to being stuck with nothing but IE6 for the rest of eternity! In conclusion, people are finally beginning to understand the hard way. Web browsers really make poor client application runtimes for all but the most basic of things. ActiveX is a security nightmare and counter to making cross-platform applications. The web is a constantly changing and evolving standard separate from Microsoft or any specific operating system, such as implementing an application for just one specific browser and version with no intent to keep it updated is just asking for disaster. Tying local help files or other local content to a live web browser that may change in functionality is a bad idea. But nobody ever listened to anything I have to say. Yeah, tell me about it. All right, cool. So JotDot found this awesome program for me to run. And we started playing with it last night. It's got a bunch of computer-created music without MIDI. It's really awesome. And we had a lot of fun with it yesterday. So let's continue that. That's how we're going to end the stream tonight. I got to find where it is. I should have made it a shortcut. Why I didn't do that, I don't know. Try this. Wait. I just need to go to unzip files. Here it is. Here we go. I think we were on we ended on Castro last time. Let me mute the background music and let's play some of this, baby. Wait. Oh. Kind of loud. I think that's a little better. Okay, well, look at that. That's cool. All right, we listened to this last night. Let's go to the next one. I can't see what you're saying, Burger Ping, because I'm in DOS mode now. So this is called Pattern Editor, DLIB Tracker. All this computer, this is made like, basically like coding, pretty much. So, not with the mini keyboard, just people like typing in the notes, basically, my understanding. Right, JotDot? Anyway. Very cool stuff. Check out another song. Let me... Man, y'all are still here, huh? Nobody's chatted in YouTube for a little bit. Like, where'd everyone go? Okay, y'all are still here though. Anyway, all right, let's try Crystal 12. Okay, I feel better now. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, everybody's wearing down, huh? Okay. I just hadn't heard anybody on the stream for a bit. But it's good to know. Okay. Whew. Y'all made me feel better. Dial-up rave. We're all funny people. Another dial-up rave. I'm trying to get Netscape with Protoweb for real player. Okay, cool, Jason. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not on the spectrum here, people. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's do the next song. The next track. Man, there's so much music here. It's going to take us a while to go through all this. I think we should try to do every single one. Did we do Emptines? Okay, one more song. Yeah, I think we're gonna get ready to call it a night. You guys have been an awesome audience. Do we do fantasy? Okay. Alright, my friends. I'm wore out with my dial-up ravingness. What the hell's the matter, dude? Got some serious reason to leave this awesome program? Yep. Whew, that's a cool program, though. I like it. Whew. Alright, we're still online. Let me check the IRC. Why did I disconnect from IRC? Ah, Sleazy! What is happening? Good to see you, buddy. We're having a dial-up raven here, my man. Good to see you, though. Sleazy! Alright, well, I think it's time to watch some Christmas commercials. I want to hear what they sound like with the way I have the sound now, with the sound going in. Thank you, Lucas. Good vibes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I've been having so much fun doing the 12 days of dial-up. So y'all make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to reveal the surprise on Friday. Friday's a big surprise. So you have to be here on Friday. On Thursday, you have to be here tomorrow to know what that surprise is. So make sure you come back tomorrow around the same time. Should be around the same time tomorrow night. But just watch for changes if I have to make any changes, depending on what happens tomorrow. Let's go back to Protoweb. Let's go home. And, well, go to videos. But, yeah, I got a big surprise for Friday. I'm really getting excited about it. Can't wait to tell you all about it. But you have to come back tomorrow to hear about it. Jackson Sanders, you already know what the surprise is. I know, I kind of revealed it, I guess, inadvertently. But, dude, I'm so freaking excited about that. Anyway, let's type Christmas commercials. But anyway, for those of you that don't know, I was saying I used to have all the sound going through the microphone, but now it's just my voice. My wife Kayla worked on the sound today and got all the background music and the computer music sound going straight into OBS rather than through the mic. So it's so much better. So I want to hear what these commercials sound like. Well, that could be fun. That's not TV commercials, but that is December 1989. The video we're about to see is compiled of TV commercials which ran during the first airing of The Simpsons Christmas Special on Fox 64, Providence, Rhode Island, in December 1989. Okay, we should do this one. So we'll load this. I'm going to stay on the air for a minute. Let this load before I play it. But yeah, I guess if you've been paying close attention to the streams for the past 5 days, then you know what it is. Because I kind of talked about it and kind of hinted at it. But I will plan on officially announcing it tomorrow night. Let's see. Alright, come on. I hope it works. It says it's buffering, but I don't see anything. That's not normal. That's not normal. Alright, let me... Because usually the real player thing comes up and all that. Let me get my stream banner up. So I have that ready to go. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got that ready to go. Let me reload, because this should come up. The information on screen should come up. That's not normal. The plugin should come up. We might not be watching a video tonight. This is not normal. Oh, let's see. Yeah, what? That's weird. Let me see what's going on. What if I click? What if I click on another video? Did I lose a real player or something? Uh-oh. Something may be going wrong with my computer. Warp stream was kind of slow for you on dial-up today? Okay, so hopefully it's just an issue with the server. Because this isn't normal. Oh, there we go. Okay, now can it work? Will it work with the Simpsons commercials? Because that's what we really want to see. Okay, but we saw a real player come up with that 1 minute commercial. Let's see if this will work. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. Really appreciate y'all. See, we'll wait a couple minutes, see if it'll come up. You can see it in that chat. You can see it's working hard down here. You can see it. So that's a good sign. It's doing something. 24 kilobytes. There we go. Yes. All right. Oh, thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Now, I'll let this buffer for a little bit. And I'm going to hit play. So yeah, I paused the video just to let the whole thing load, because it just, if I try to buffer, if I try to just play it, it'll play like 6 seconds maybe, and then I think the longest it's gone is about 11 seconds maybe. So it's best just to let the whole thing load and then play it. Now, even though the comet stops moving here, we know the video is loading because we can see the net stat here. Once this is empty, once we don't see any more green, we know the video is ready to go. The video you're about to see is a compiled of TV commercials which ran during the first airing of The Simpsons Christmas Special on Fox 64. Providence, Rhode Island in December 1989. My, how the times have changed. I still say the first episode of Simpsons is still my favorite. Yeah, Oliver, it's too slow. But it will play the video. It will definitely play the video. I just have to wait. So if I pause it, it's still loading the video. And then once that green goes away, it'll play the whole video. So that's a cool thing, but I can't streamline it. I never get 44K. The fastest I get is like 30 something, but I usually average 28K. It's a different speed every time I connect on dial-up. Yeah, connection speed too slow for your connection. I saw about 28 kilobytes. Yeah, stream runs at 44. Yeah. But that's okay because I can load it and it'll play. So I'm not live. Oh well, I'm playing a video on dial-up. Whatever. It works. It doesn't work like the way it's supposed to, but it's close enough. Yeah. Ah, the joys of dial-up, yeah. But, yeah, Oliver, this Warp Stream is really an awesome thing because when I started doing this channel, that was a big win for me when I could play video on dial-up. And I only found a few, like, handful of websites that actually could play a video using dial-up, or I could load the video and play it on the on the web page. But I basically couldn't do that. So Warp Stream now allows me to play videos on the World Wide Web using my dial-up internet connection, which is huge, huge, big deal for me. Another big victory was downloading programs with dial-up internet again. That was a big victory when I was able to start doing that again. So, forgot about all that. Haha, my first internet connection was, get this, a dual line ISDN with 128 kilobytes. Friends came over to download all kinds of crap. Dang, man. Wow, a dual line. 128 kilobytes ISDN. Wow, that's awesome. That's a good memory, Oliver. That's a good memory to have. My first connection speed was 14.4 kilobytes, baby. I remember when me and my dad went down to get the modem, like at a local company called eTel. They are now called Rev, R-E-V. But yeah, that was those first memories in getting on the internet, really good memories. So probably take a few more minutes. Yeah, it might probably take a lot longer. I probably won't even finish loading it, and then I'll start playing it and hope it finishes loading by the time it gets to the end of the 8 minutes of the video. These are going to be commercials that ran during The Simpsons' first episode. Let's see. I guess I was 4 years old when this ran. No, yeah. Maybe I was 5, yeah. So yeah, y'all come in tomorrow. I'm gonna make the announcement of what's gonna happen on Friday. And, so y'all make sure to come back tomorrow for that. Really appreciate y'all so much for being here. Okay, I'm gonna let this load and then I'm gonna hit play, so don't go anywhere, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off and put up my thing. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Look for the thumbnail. Jason said, for whatever reason, I can't get anything except Flash Player working on Warp Stream. Yeah, y'all, you were talking about that on Discord. And the only thing that works for me, well, Flash Player does work for me, but not very well. But Real Player works, is the only thing that really works well for me. All right, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all be back now. Watch this video. Stay and watch the video.
by Coca-Cola Classic. You can't beat the feeling.
Things are starting to get pretty busy in the North Pole mailroom. So to help get your child's letter to Santa, look for the special Dear Santa letter on packs of Coca-Cola Classic. It's the easiest way to write, and for every letter, Coca-Cola Classic will send a donation to Toys for Tots. So your child's wishes can make another child's wishes come true. Merry Christmas from Coca-Cola Classic. Listen to the sound of a whole other world.
Real apple, whole grain oats, and cinnamon make every O taste as great as it sounds.
Listen to the sound of a whole other world. Apple cinnamon cereal.
No wonder Al Bundy's life is so miserable. Look who he's got for a guardian angel. Sam Kinison in a 1-hour Married with Children.
Mama always says, when the going gets tough, the cubs go shopping. She said, buy it, but never stop till you drop. Drop into Burger King for new pick-em-ups. Delicious all-white meat chicken tenders and crispy new fish tenders with your pick of tasty sausage. Mama also said, never talk to strangers. But hey,
yeah, I don't know where it comes from, you know. As long as it keeps coming, right? How old are you? 15. Yeah.
501.
Friends will laugh again. Families be amazed again. Choose the critically acclaimed film of the decade and get everyone into the Who Framed Roger Rabbit habit. Give the video to someone special this holiday.
Who is it? I'm always mistaken for Giorgio. I'm just as fabulous, but smarter. I'm Primo. Why pay so much more for Giorgio when Primo costs just $8 and lasts as long as you do?
If she likes Giorgio, she'll love Primo.
Tonight on Married with Children, Al meets his guardian angel.
You know Al Bundy? I'm Al Bundy.
And sees what life would be like if he'd never been born.
It's me! Didn't know you there, Bundy. Just like when you're having sex.
Sam Kinison guest stars on a 1-hour Married with Children next.
When do you drink America's favorite German beer?
oh, only when I go out. Or stay home.
Beck's. And when do you drink Beck's?
I used to drink it for a change of pace. Now it is my pace.
Beck's? Every once in a while. Or twice in a while. Or 3 times. Beck's. How about you?
Only when I'm alone. Or with someone.
Beck's. The #1 imported German beer. In dark, too.
This Christmas, The Simpsons, America's funniest new family, are giving the perfect gift.
Pantyhose.
No, their TV special is back.
Cool.
So whether you missed it the first time,
Hey, Santa, what's cooking, man?
or you want to laugh again,
Jingle bells, got new snow, frozen legs. Don't kill me, Dad.
be sure to treat yourself to this hilarious encore performance.
Homer and I are looking forward to your visit.
The Simpsons Christmas Special, this Saturday.
Tango and Cash. 2 rival cops.
You were such a good half an hour.
It's funny, man. Same thing about still like this nice guy. And they'd rather be doing anything than cleaning up crime together.
Hey, what do you got? Oh, wait a minute. Why is yours bigger than mine?
Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell. Tango and Cash. Rated R. Starts Friday, December 22nd at a theater near you.
Wiser advisors can promise something no other store can touch. If we don't have the lowest price on anything you've bought from us, we'll refund 110% of the difference. That's T plus 10, and nobody else does it.
Lizer is the leader in cellular telephones. Nobody beats Lizer's prices. Car phones, we sell them, we install them, and we know the business.
Cellular phones? Lizer really is the lowest.
Your Lizer advisor, Lizer.
The first time that I called,
I just listened in.
By the second time,
I was ready to leave my message.
it's just amazing.
How easy it is
To make friends.
to meet people,
All you do,
to say who you are.
what you like,
It's so easy.
just call the number.
And leave a message.
So others can call.
And be your friend.
Or just listen in.
To make a choice.
to make a friend.
Call 1-900-230-DATE. $1.50 for the first minute plus 95 cents thereafter.